Hello guys, welcome, and today I'm going to show you how to do a basic aerial. Okay, so the aerial in and of itself is really scary for most people that are not used to aerial concepts. Okay, so this is a very basic one for those of you who are trying to learn how to do it. So how does one do this without breaking their lightsaber? I recommend picking up a really light object. For me, when I practice new tricks, I usually pick up Eskrima stick just because they're light and also don't destroy themselves on impact with concrete. So that's particularly what I use to learn new tricks. So today, like I said, basic aerial. Bang. So you have to take into account that most aerials are just transitions, okay? Bang. Transition from one hand to another, one grip to another, right? This way, you can see this, right? And that's pretty much all they are. So, how do we do the extremely basic one? Okay, this was my first aerial, and I can tell you that I learned it like this. So all you're gonna do is point your palm down, like grip it, palm down, like that, okay? Pretend it's like a thumbs down, where the blade is your thumb, okay? And then you're gonna point it away from your body like this, okay? And then you're gonna scoop it down, okay? And point it down at your feet. So when you do this, you're gonna rotate your wrist up. So here's closer, right? You're gonna rotate your wrist up, okay? You're gonna open your hand and then let the blade fall, okay? So from here, at this point, you want your palm facing up and the blade facing down, okay? That's how you know you're doing it right, okay? And then you're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna grip it with your thumb, so right now it's being gripped by the thumb and this bone here, okay? What you want is that your other hand does the same thing. Grip it with your thumb and that bone, okay? And then over and down. So from palm down to from palm up to blade down to palm down to blade down as well, okay? And so when you do it fast, it looks like that. Okay, now in and of itself, this trick is actually really cool, okay? But it's not as cool as letting go of the thing. Okay, it's the Supremo Flex, okay? And I know you want to do that. No one doesn't want to Supremo Flex somebody with a lightsaber, okay? So, how are we going to achieve such mastery? Well, think about it. This motion is pretty much the same thing because they end up in the same position. So, if you just do most of what you did earlier, you will be able to get it. So, to do the actual aerial itself, you're going to start off like how you did earlier, and you're going to scoop down, okay? So when you do the scoop, instead of rotating your hand like that, you're just going to flick your wrist up, like bang, okay? Do not half-ass this. If you do not throw this as hard as you need to, it will either not get enough rotations, or two, it just won't go high enough, and you're going to have to reach down to grab it, okay? And two, do not panic and throw it extremely hard with the power of Hercules, because it will go extremely high and it'll just be harder to catch by the handle, okay? So the main thing, keep calm, just flick your wrist, okay? Typically, I like to release it right here. Whenever the blade is pointing diagonally to where my shoulder is, points like that. That's usually where I let it go, okay? It may be different for you, that's just how I do it, okay? So whenever it points like this, I let it go, okay? So when you do that, big tip, when you're doing aerials, do not raise your hand up, okay? It will probably cause, most of the time when I do it anyway, it causes the blade to fall because it bounces off of my hand and onto the floor, and it makes me look stupid. So what you're going to do is you're not going to move your hand very much, and you're just going to put it under. Let the blade or the handle fall into your hand, okay? Simple as that. That's the aerial, okay? Other hand as well, scooping motion, flick the wrist, put your hand under, bang, you're done. Now, Most people, when they learn new tricks, they have trouble segueing it into their actual flow. So let me help you out, okay? The basic Obi Annie has a scooping motion, right? So if you do the scoop, you can do an aerial. Now, you obviously don't have to do this major scoop all the time. You can literally just flick the wrist, but I usually find it really important or nice to know that if I ever am doing a scooping motion, like let's say I'm doing figure eights, right? I can do this out of those figure eights, okay? Usually I like using my aerials as finishers into strikes. That's just what I like to do, okay? But you can incorporate it however you like. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you liked it, then hit the like and subscribe, because I have a lot more stuff I want to teach people, you know, because I like seeing people flow. I like lightsabers in particular. I just think that they're really cool. So if you, either like me for some reason, or more than likely, you just want to see more lightsaber trick tutorials, because most of them you have to dig really deep, and also they're really old. And not as specific. And most of them don't talk. I really like, you know, the talking, because it's like your very nice grandmother telling you that you did good. By the way, you did great today. Anyway, yeah. I plan on making more of these, and if you want me to, I totally will. If there are specific tricks that you've seen that I happen to know, then I'll definitely be willing to teach those, okay? So, yeah, have a nice day. That's it. Bye-bye.